Starmen Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Starmen Debates. I'm your host Devin. With me is Billy, Cody, and David.
Woo!
Hey everybody!
Greetings to everyone!
And guys, we're going to jump right into this topic. We're going to look at games and movies that surpass the test of time.
Okay. Cosmic.
So, let's give a brief definition of what we mean by this. We're not looking at really the most popular games and movies, and we're not looking at ones that have cult followings. We're looking at ones that even generations to come are still going to go back and play and watch.
Yeah.
So, let's give a few examples of what we mean.
Like Resident Evil 2 and...
Resident Evil 2,
Silent Hill 2.
Silent Hill 2,
Chrono Trigger.
Chrono Trigger, Kirby Superstar,
Yep.
and movies, Billy. Let's
Like-
throw in some movies
Yeah.
here.
Like Star Wars, like Indiana Jones.
Wayne's World and
Oh.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Wayne's World. Like, who hasn't, like, seen one, like, in quotas, right?
Exactly.
Die Hard.
Tired. I feel just because this stuck as a Christmas movie, it's going to live on forever.
Yeah. And let's all start that debate. Let's leave that for another.
Oh, that'll be our Christmas debate later.
Yeah, there you go.
Look forward to that one, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Shawshank Redemption and The Godfather.
Yep, those
Yeah.
will keep going.
Yeah.
Yep.
Godfather's and the first one's good. Second one's still good. Third one, yeah.
Let's not get into that one.
Yeah.
And the list can go on and on and on.
Yep.
And we might touch on a few more here and there as we continue. But why are these surpassing the test of time? That's the question we're looking at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's...
So, first of all, is that they never feel dated. They never feel like a product of their era.
Right.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Like the jokes, I'm gonna throw Wayne's World in the spotlight right now, but you would think Wayne's World would be a product of its time.
Yeah, you'd think 'cause it's all like 90s, like early 90s lingo.
Yeah, but it uses such familiar 90s lingo that even to this day people know what the heck they're talking about.
Oh. Yeah, like Hurl.
Yeah. You know what a hurling is?
Yes.
And it's not watered down by 90s lingo. It uses it, but
Yeah, it's not like forced it every like few
Scene.
minutes. And yeah, I'm seeing it, right?
yeah. And the general plot is, while not a serious plot, is still intriguing enough to keep you watching.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say that it probably has references that years to come people might not get. I currently, like, it still references stuff. Like, who hasn't watched Terminator 2?
Oh yeah.
Or friggin' Scooby-Doo?
Yeah, like, if you see this boy...
So, and Ghostbusters does the same thing. It's not really that dated.
No, like...
Now you can keep watching that and never get bored.
The only problem is that it might be in the future that no one understands what a library is.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Or what a fire hall used to be.
Yeah.
Or why a phone has a cord on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What is this primitive technology they're using?
Well, that's bound to happen at some point.
Yeah, but the movie will still keep you entertained.
Oh, yeah. Like,
Which is the point.
Yeah. And then Godfather, that's just a classic story right there.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, no, like...
The mob ain't going away anytime soon.
Nope.
Hell, I still remember how I got my copy. Like I mentioned, I wanted to watch it to my cousin, and she picked it up for me and sent it to me as a gift.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, that was a movie I think my parents saw on one of their first dates.
Oh, wow.
Except they didn't know how long it was.
Oh, jeez.
That's a long date.
Yeah. And that wasn't wanting to say anything.
Nope.
Holy jeez.
Never again.
Fall back on games. Why are games doing this well?
You mean in general or just certain ones?
Like-
In general, like,
replayability.
replayability is a key factor.
Interactiveness?
The interactiveness. Want to elaborate on that a little bit?
Well, with the open world, at least, it feels like you can go out and do your own thing,
Yeah,
as opposed to following the path.
right.
Yeah.
What games did we list that are open world, though?
Alright, then I'll fall back.
Yeah.
I like where you were going, but the games that we list didn't have open world, so it's kind of, you're contradicting
Oh,
our
sorry.
statements.
Alright then.
But I will agree, like, games like Skyrim and Dark Souls are probably going to be games that have surpassed the test of time just
Yeah.
because of their open world.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't tell Fallout.
And Fallout 3 is definitely one that's surpassing the test
Oh,
of
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people still play that.
Yeah.
And then let me just use an actual game we talked to example. Let's say Chrono Trigger. It doesn't do anything too original, but has a familiarity to it, and also you can tell the people who worked on it wanted it to be well done.
Yeah. There's a polish to it that
Yeah.
you don't see very often.
Exactly.
See, marketability.
Marketability is a good one.
Because
Yeah.
I think Star Wars.
Oh
Yeah.
Like every generation there'll be new Star Wars toys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. Like,
And because the franchise is still building on itself, people are going to go back and watch the originals.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's also important.
Yeah.
now, I think for Silent Hill 2, I think that game is withstanding the test of time because it's a mind screw.
But there's so many other games now that do this.
Yeah.
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 Like, it might have been one of the original mind screwers, but I would contend that there are games now that are doing it better than Silent Hill 2.
Sure.
Eternal Darkness.
No, Eternal Darkness isn't really a mind screw.
Okay.
It's a fun game and it uses the insanity effect, but
Yeah.
Okay, I just thought.
yeah.
Well, we call it a trendsetter.
Yeah.
It did so when others can do better later.
Yeah, it started the sanity effects, which
Nah. Well, you know.
still love those. Those are so great.
Yep.
Just off topic here.
This isn't really happening.
I would say classic Mario would also be one that's kind of actually still holding up.
Yeah, because I mean, like
Yeah.
they do like they would do kind of remastered versions of it.
Yeah. Or they throw it in now even with the new games as like a little side thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like,
Like I
even-
know Odyssey uses the 8-bit Mario in a little segments.
Oh, yeah.
There are 8-bit Mario segments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because like, I know there's one game I'm playing with my nephew.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's iconic, we'll say.
It's very iconic, so that's why it's
Yeah.
still being used to this day.
Yeah.
And to think at the time it was revolutionary.
Yeah, I know.
Now everyone does it. Both the jumping and the side scrolling.
Yeah, I know.
Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah.
So, I think we got a good grasp on why most games are doing it. Let's look at games and movies that we would like to see carry on.
Oh. Wow. Ooh.
Let's take a little bit of thinking here.
Like existing or canceled?
Existing.
Ah.
Has to already been in existing, but maybe it's fallen out of fandom.
Ah. So it's still going.
Yeah,
Alright. Just so I know.
yeah.
Yeah, movies, like, well, I thought, well, the whole continue on, like, the future would be the Police Academy.
Yeah.
Now, we're not looking at movies that we want more sequels of,
Oh, no.
but we want more people to watch
Yeah,
them
no,
later
yeah.
on in
That,
time.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Alright.
So yeah, more people like should watch Police Academy.
Oh, yeah, no, dude.
I'd say stop at a certain point, but
Yeah.
at least watch the first three.
Oh, yeah. First four.
First four, but I mean, after a while, they do start to run together.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I think one game I'd like people to play more because it's a good game. Suicide Eve.
Yeah, you keep bringing this up.
I just like that it was a JRPG made by the company that mainly does like fantasy, and they did a horror JRPG.
Fair enough.
I'd say more action RPG, but
And we already mentioned mine, but Eternal Darkness.
oh yeah.
I've never actually played it.
Yeah, it was only for the GameCube, so
Yeah.
Damn.
that was one of its biggest faults, I think.
Yeah, like when you get choose for one console and it's not a popular console?
You want to retract that statement before you get flamed?
Oh, okay, I just...
Who didn't own a GameCube? Raise your hand.
No one raised their hand, folks. Not even Billy.
No one of importance raised their
Yeah.
hand.
Okay, I mean, I only had the GameCube for less than a year, but...
You still owned one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grandma still owned this.
Yeah. No, this was a console that many people have owned, but probably didn't play a lot.
Okay.
I'll give you that. Maybe you purchased it, maybe you played it for a few games, but then
Yeah.
you moved on.
Yeah.
But there are still people who will swear the GameCube is still one of the better consoles out there.
Okay.
I am one of these people.
Yeah, I should have figured that.
Yeah.
After the best stay wasn't in my comment.
Yes. Yeah. I was just giving you a fair warning that I was like, there's some people who might disagree with you. But jokes aside, yeah, Eternal Darkness, if it was on other platforms, I think would have done wonders to make it more successful.
From the sound of it, it seems like a game that would be up my alley.
I think you would really enjoy
Yeah.
it. Mind you, it might feel a little bit dated just because the graphics in it would be dated. I guess that's the other thing we should look at is some of these games, their graphics aren't that great.
No. Especially if they're 3D.
Yeah.
3D seems to age much quicker than 2D in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, 2D should have, like, the 8-bit and 16-bit eras were supposed to die out, but we brought them back.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
tenfold. And that's why older games now still look great, because we're still using 8-bit and 16-bit graphics.
Yep.
Yep.
Or still trying to replicate that style. So, that's a reason why some of the older games are kind of saved.
Yeah. They age gracefully.
Yeah.
we'll say.
Like a fine wine.
Yeah, exactly.
All our games age like milk.
Yeah, early 3D was not kind to a lot of franchises.
No, it was not. I remember the blocky hands and
Yep.
weird faces everyone had.
Yep. That emotional stare, too.
Yep. Just stares deep into your soul.
Good way of putting it.
So another example that we didn't mention is GoldenEye,
Oh yeah.
the N64 game,
Oh yeah. No, that's.
and this was just because it was fun, fun multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say too much about the campaign mode, but
No, I mean, like if you're not familiar with the movie,
you're not gonna really care.
yeah, because like I said, there's only a couple missions that wasn't really like had anything to do with the movie.
Yeah. Even then, it was just you threw that in, you got a bunch of buddies around, and you killed each other.
Oh yeah, especially,
Yeah.
Especially when when you have to divide the TV out.
Yeah.
Put a piece of cardboard down. It's like, all right, you guys get this side, we get this side. No peeking.
Yeah. Or you had to use the honor system because that was too much of a setup.
Split screen, what happened to you?
It's slowly making a comeback. But yeah, I do remember everything being divided into 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably be hard to find your way around.
Oh yeah, no, you needed either a big TV or sit really close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those split screens don't give you much room.
Nope.
No, they do not.
Yeah, we played them and made them work.
Oh yeah.
Boy, was it fun.
So, moving on. I had a question, now I'm kind of blanking on it.
It's alright.
Yeah,
I'm sure it'll come to you.
yeah, must not have been important enough.
Yeah. Kind of going back on graphics, I don't mind the return of 2D though.
Oh no, I read an article in Nintendo Power, the death of the 8-bit and 16-bit era,
Yep.
and it kind of upset me.
Right.
Because I was like, these are still good games, and I hate the fact that graphics are now the driving force of every game.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter what it is, it's got to have good graphics or it's not going to sell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that looks pretty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm so glad that we went back on that, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
indie developers started the trend of just, let's use retro graphics as one, they're easier to use, and
Yeah.
2, they bring a sense of nostalgia to the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like it was the one of the Wolfenstein games. You had the option to like lay down on a bed.
Yeah.
And the nightmare scene was like the original game.
Yep. That's actually a nice little Easter egg.
Yeah.
Nice.
My favorite though is always looking back at the 8-bit graphics and trying to figure out what the heck you're like looking at.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Use your imagination and go crazy with it.
Then you see in 3 and you're like, oh god, that thing's horrifying.
Yeah. That is not at all what I imagined that to be.
No.
It's like Mario was a guy.
I think we could have figured that out.
He had a mustache.
Yeah.
I think you mean Samus.
Yeah. Samus was a girl.
No, Devin. Don't offend women.
It's
How am
more
I
of-
offending women?
Yeah.
No.
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
Thanks, I'm gonna have to look for an editing. take this whole conversation out. By the way, I'm lazy. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, gotta figure that out.
If you heard this conversation, Devin didn't do it. But despite Cody's comment, let's move on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still listing off games that we wish, or games and movies that we wish would surpass time.
Yeah.
Hoping RoboCop, kind of.
Yeah, that reboot didn't do it much favors,
Yeah, no,
unfortunately.
It was weird.
It was weird. They modified it or modernized it too much,
Yeah.
and then cut back on the violence too much.
Back in violence and yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you think it's like, oh man, going into like the original one and the show was like how it becomes RoboCop, it's like, oh man, that was the 80s. Like, what are they gonna do with the new one?
Car bomb.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Lazy.
Unceremoniously car bomb too.
Yeah.
I bet they just cut right to him being the robot, being a cyborg after that.
Oh no, they do the whole building him up thing,
Alright.
but like through his eyes, and they did kind of like that in the original,
Yeah.
where you could see through his eyes and the scientist working
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant more like skipping the gore part.
Oh yeah, that's in the shows in the hospital bed.
Yeah,
Yeah, so just
Yeah.
like boom, 1 second, then
he's in the hospital bed, then pronounced dead.
right.
No, so why? They didn't pronounce him dead because he's
How'd they get the rights to work on him?
the wife.
I may have missed some stuff in this movie.
Yeah, no, they convinced the wife to let him then do it.
Okay. So that's not. Oh,
Yeah,
now I'm
no.
even angrier.
Yeah, and he still had all his memories.
Yeah. Now I'm really angry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wasn't even pronounced dead.
yeah, no, he was.
He just got waved off by his wife saying, "Yeah, no, operate him. Turn him into a cyborg. I don't care.
Yeah, they just like.
How big is his robo dick gonna be?"
Basically, just saying like this is best chance if you want for him to survive. It's like just is this program. Or just,
Yeah. That's so. Ugh.
Yeah.
Kevin's so
Alright.
angry he's lost for words.
We will come back to this. We will do a let's look at on this one or something.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to wrap this up very quickly here, but final thoughts or
just like you know, hopefully to see more stuff become.
I imagine there's games now and movies now that are going to be played generations later.
Oh, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty is going
Oh,
to
yeah.
keep going.
Oh yeah.
I
'Cause-
stayed even Halo and
oh yeah, Halo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As long as Microsoft lives, that will.
yep.
Maybe
Uh,
Grand Theft Auto.
Not in the sense that we're looking at.
Okay.
The franchise will keep pumping out games,
Yeah.
but that's not what we mean by surpassing time.
Okay.
No, like. so
No,
you-
who plays the original Grand Theft Auto?
Like,
I would if I still had it.
I know I would if I still had it.
like the old, like the top
The,
down.
the top down.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Especially people would be like, wait, that's Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, this was Grand Theft Auto before we got into the 3D era.
Yeah.
It was a top-down kind of driving shooter game
Yeah.
with very little in direction.
Yeah. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing in most of those games. I just love the London one. Because you could drive the Austin Powers car.
Yeah,
Nice.
and just try to figure out that everyone drives backwards
Yeah, no.
or on opposite lanes. So making your grand escape and right into someone else's car
Uh-huh.
because
yeah.
you forgot.
Oh. Yeah, in England. Damn.
crazy ambulance drivers?
Just the way you described Grand Theft Auto made me think of Zelda.
Uh,
You know, top down, little direction.
yeah,
It also went through a major change when it hit 3D.
it really did.
Yeah.
It became way more story driven.
Yep. Yeah, especially when you compare it to the original.
And the sad thing is, I will agree with you.
Yeah. But we'll come back to that because I actually want to do a topic on Zelda itself.
Alright.
Nice.
No, I'm trying to think of other games that I like to see, or even just mascots or anything that we'd like to see in the future.
Pac-Man, what happened to you?
Yeah, Pac-Man went through a rough phase there. That transition to 3D was not kind.
Yeah.
But we got him in Smash.
Yeah, that's good.
No one likes playing him, from what I can understand.
Too odd?
He's too much of an odd character in my books.
That's fair.
I'm always a fan of Kirby because bitch, it's Kirby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Kirby will still be around.
Yeah. But we don't get very many Kirby games anymore. The last one we got was Star Allies.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
We're just giving him a break to figure out what to do with him.
Maybe, and that's what I'm hoping is that he comes back a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't go the way of Star Fox.
Yeah. Which is very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Starbucks.
Who remembers Star Fox?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. We got one person.
Ah!
I do too.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so we got 4 people.
Yeah. Yeah, I say it was a fun little shooter.
It was a fun little shooter.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to go through that series because of that one adventure series.
Yeah. It makes you feel better. That's the only time they took him out of the art wing.
Yeah, that's the first and last time he would set foot at an Iron Wing.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
In Star Fox Adventures for the GameCube was more of a adventure platformer than a space shooter.
Yeah. Glad in games of game franchises that took a crazy turn.
Yep, that is going to be a
Yeah.
topic for another day.
Yep.
Alright, guys, let's wrap this up.
Okay.
So, we had our final thoughts. So, surpassing test of time. We got games that will do that.
Yeah, movies, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't touch TV shows, actually.
Oh, damn.
Hey, real quickly, let's just do some TV shows that would surpass time.
Ooh.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld is
Seinfeld.
one. Simpsons.
Yep.
Friends, apparently.
Yeah.
Friends.
Yeah.
This can apply to almost any media, really.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of why we want to do this topic.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. With that, I'm your host, Devin.
Billy, dig it.
Cody, peace out.
David, see you later.
Have a good one, guys.